Okay, so it is like 11 p.m. right now, but I just want to get this done because I have spent way too much time on this. Alright, so basically, ever since I've started playing with the nuclear tech mod here, I've always wondered like how I could automate some things that would usually require some user input, you know, like a more complex RBMK reactor design like this one here. I mean, it's not really complex, it's quite simple, but you know, in comparison to how simple you can make it, this one is a bit more complex. And this is running fully automatically with Opencomputers, and like these two mods have actually a built-in compatibility, which makes it even more weird that I've not once seen a single video that like showcases this, which is the entire reason I'm even making this video in the first place, because I don't want you guys to struggle just as much as I did. And yeah, there you can see it in action. As you can see, the depletion there went to 100% and then this whole thing activated. Figuring out how to do this actually did not take me that long, because it's pretty straightforward, but like everything else took me forever, especially how to properly automate it without the thing here, like the computer, like just canceling the program because it like took too long without doing anything. So anyway, without any further like without just wasting any more time, I'm just gonna quickly turn it off here, if it would even let me. Oh, there we go. And turn it back on again, because the program is constantly running and it doesn't let me do anything when it's like active. But like, just to demonstrate it properly, I'm gonna shut the reactor off as well. Okay, so first of all, with a reactor this big, you will 100% need to use a server with a bunch of component buses, because even if you only connect one, it's going to like essentially connect all of them, and they each their own component. So it's gonna take a lot of them. And yeah, we're just gonna quickly go here and yeah, this is the program I made. It took me absolutely forever because I could not figure out some of these things because I'm not that good at coding. So first of all, we have here the basics, like a component equals require component and stuff like that. And then here, this is actually pretty important if you don't want to constantly have to like paste in the same thing, because like stuff like the fuel rods and control rods, like because there's multiple of these, like you can't just put in like a regular one, and if you put in just a regular command for like just one, it's gonna pick like a random one, which is not something we want. So, I had this set up so that it takes, on the fuel rod, I took the one in the center because the other ones are already pretty much automated here with the autoloaders. And you can do this by taking the analyzer and first of all going to the bottom here because it doesn't work from the top, then pressing Shift, Control, and then right click, and it then copies the component address to your clipboard so you can use it. And yeah, and then you put in component.proxy so that whenever you type in whatever you called this, in my case fuel rod, that it automatically knows to pick that specific fuel rod. The same with the control rods. I picked both one of the red ones and the yellow ones because I wanted to have them activate separately. So first we start with a repeating. I'm gonna put the code here into the description or like a pinned comment or something, but I still want to explain the code so that you understand it. So we start with repeating, which will only end at the very end, and then we print, and you can put anything here. I just put in this because it sounds cool. And then we have os.sleep for 5 seconds, which essentially just makes the program wait for 5 seconds until it does the next stuff. And next up, we have an if statement that if, like, it looks at the fuel rod here, and then it gets a depletion value, and if it's 0, which is like when it's fully depleted, then it prints something. It doesn't have to print anything. Then it first loads the crane so that the fuel rod gets taken out, and then I have it wait for 4 seconds because otherwise if you make it move directly afterwards, it will not actually pick up the thing because an animation plays first, which takes about 3 to 4 seconds. And after that we have another repeat in this if statement that makes the crane move down by like a total of I think it was like 6 blocks. This is just so that it actually moves down that much here. And then it loads it again. Oh well, in this case unloads, I guess, but it's the same command, so so that it puts the depleted fuel rod into the storage unit and waits 4 seconds again because of the animation. Then it loads again to take a fresh fuel rod out of there. Yeah, and then here it moves back up these 6 blocks, and that's the end of this if statement here. And the second one is here when it notices that the control rods are like at 0% insertion or whatever, like 0% here, while the program is being run, then you know it, it starts like you know raising them up to 100%. And the way I have this set up is that I have the entire thing here repeating until loop 2 is greater than 1, but because I never have it increase anywhere, that will never happen. So unless it like crashes or something, this program will constantly be running. And yeah, uh, as I've said, like this print here in the repeat thing, this repeatedly prints this, so which is actually important. It doesn't matter what it says, it just has to say something. I recommend also putting like a like a sleep of 5 seconds roughly, because otherwise it will just completely drain your power. And yeah, and because if you don't have this print in here on the repeat, then eventually it will just crash the program because it took too long because it spent too much time without any output, and the game doesn't like that for some reason. So yeah, also it's important that like you can just copy these same IDs here, obviously, because like they're gonna be different in your world. And yeah, I'll put like a detailed description, or I'll just put like a note here that says like which one should go there. And I think I'm also gonna like link the wiki page for the that like displays the like integration for these two mods, because while it is on the nuclear tech mod wiki, like I have not been able to find the page itself without like someone else having linked it somewhere. I don't even remember like how, because I'm just tired. Yeah, so anyway, that's it for this video, I guess. Like I've been recording for like 13.5 minutes, but actually coding this took me like hours, almost like an entire day of my time, mainly because like I just could not get some of this stuff to work. I had to like fuck around and find out. Yeah, I'm also currently like experimenting here with an ME storage thing that takes out the fuel rods here when they're like 100% depleted. But yeah, as you can see, it's not really doing that, which is a shame. Unless maybe it's like bugged where it can only take out from this slot. So yeah, that might be it actually. That would make sense. Alright, anyway. So yeah, I linked the wiki page. So if you can like find a better way or just like a more efficient way to handle my code, because as I said, I'm not good at coding, please let me know because I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I guess that's it then. Yeah, see you next video whenever that comes out.